This is Linear Programming 2023 G12 Internal Paper 1. This is how the question came. It was on question 21. And the question reads, write the three inequalities that define the unshaded region. Understand the meaning of this word. Unshaded region. So check where R is. R is here. So they want this part which is not shaded. Not shaded, since they have said unshaded. Unshaded means not shaded. So they want the inequalities. So there are three inequalities, and this question, every time this question comes and it's 5 marks, it's automatically 5 marks. So for you to hammer that 5 marks, you have to do what I'm about to start doing here. So question 21. To pick now the inequalities, what you do, you can start with this one, or this one, or this one. So what you have to know is that in linear programming, we use less than, greater than, or less or equal to, greater or equal to. Those are what define the inequalities. So when you see a line like this, a solid line, I'll show you what it means when it comes to the inequality. And when you see a dotted line, you will see that. Okay, so let's start. So the first pick, I'll get this one. So it is where 6. Which axis? Remember, we have two axes, x-axis and y-axis. So this one cuts the y-axis at 6. So you say the first one is going to be y equals 6. Now you change this equal sign, you put the inequality, which defines the unshaded region. So the shaded part is this side. So this part is above or greater, and the unshaded region is less. And then the line is in dotted is a solid line. So what you have to do is this. So the shaded part is less. So you write this one as y less or equal to 6. So this is the first one here. Because the line is dotted, you need to include the equal to this line. And then the other line I'll pick this one, which cuts y-axis at 6 and the x-axis at 3. So here, when you see a line cutting two axes or in a diagonal way like this one, it means that line it had a gradient, or that line it has a gradient. So first thing, you have to pick the points and then find the gradient. So I'll do it here. So number 2, I'll pick the points. I'll start from here. So here it's y equals 0. So y equals 6, sorry, comma, here we have x equals 3. So when y equals 6, meaning x was 0, so we're going to say 0 comma 6, and then this one x is 3, meaning y was 0, so it's going to be 3 comma 0. You pick them like this. So this one is x, this one is y, x, y. So the first one is 1 1, second 2 2. So now find the gradient here. To find the gradient, we will use the gradient formula, which is m is the difference in y-axis, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if you start with y2, even here it should be yx. If you start with y1, here it should be yx. So it should be the same. And then on top we should have yy, bottom xx, like that. Okay, so now let's substitute. What is y2 here? Y2 is 0. We have that sign which is negative there. And then y1 is 6. We do that. x2 is 3 minus x1 0. and then 0 minus 6, we are getting a negative 6 over 3 minus 0, it's 3, equals negative, positive into negative, it's negative, and then 3 into 6, it's 2. So therefore the gradient equals negative 2. So the gradient is negative 2. Now to find the equation, the actual equation which they are looking for, you get one pair from here. So you can get this one or this one, still we are going to get the same answer. So I'll go with this one. So I'll write it here. So x1, y1. So here we have 0, 6, 0.6, and the gradient negative 2. So we use this equation now. And then let's substitute now. Y, we write it like that, but y1 we have, which is 6, equals gradient, it's negative 2, open bracket, x minus y, or x, which is 0. Let's work out things here. Negative 6 equals negative 2 times x, it's negative 2x. Negative 2 times 0, it's 0, so you don't have to write that one. When you reach here, collect the like terms, it's going to be y equals negative 2x. This is positive when it comes this side, it's going to be this is negative when it comes this side, it's going to be positive 6, like this. So this is the equation. Now it's like this one. Now you change this one, you put the inequality. So when you have two letters x, y, just follow the y axis. So the line we are dealing with is this one. So check where it is shaded on the y axis. It is shaded where? On the bottom, or on the less part. So now, since it's shaded on the less part of y, so you go for the opposite of what is shaded. So the opposite is greater. So y is greater or equal to this. So it's going to be y is greater or equal to negative 2x plus 6. So this one is the inequality number 2. We'll put it here. So y is greater or equal to negative 2x plus 6. So this is the second inequality. Now the third one is this one. So this one, it passes on 0 and this point and that point. So the way it is, you can pick these points or this one or that one, as long as they are in the same line, you can pick them. So I'll just get this one and this one, or let's just go with this one and this one. Still we're going to get the same answer. If I pick this one and this one, or this one and that one, I'll get the same answer. So the third part one, we'll write it here. So I'll pick this upper, so this is the center, it's 0, 0. And the other one is 2, 2. So now this is x, y, x, y. So 1, 1, 2, 2. So now let's find the gradient also. Since the line is diagonal, so when you see the diagonal line or the line which cuts two axes, then you find the gradient. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's do the substitution. 2 minus 0 over our x2, it's what? 2, x1, 0. On top with this one there, 1. So our gradient is 1 now. To find the equation, we get this 2, 2 gradient equals 1 x y 1 1. So y minus y1 equals gradient x minus x1, like that. Now let's substitute. When you substitute, you are going to have y minus y1, it's 2, because gradient is 1, x minus x2, it's 2, like that. So y 2 equals this times that, x 1 times negative 2, it's negative 2, collections of like terms, y equals x minus 2. This one, when it comes here, it's going to be like this. So y equals x. So this is the equation. Now it's just a matter of putting the inequality. If you go back to the diagram now, check the diagram, and the line is in dotted form. So check what is shaded. Remember, when you have two letters like y, x, go for the y axis. So when you go for the y axis here, this one, check what is shaded. What is shaded is the less part. So you go for the opposite, which is greater. Now the line is dotted. If the line is dotted, then you're going to write it like this. So what is not shaded is the greater one. So we're going to say y is greater than x. So y is greater than x. So we'll put this one here as inequality number 3. So y is greater than x. So this is what they were looking for, 3 inequalities. So just by doing this, you get 5 marks, just the 3 of them. If you do this, you get 3 marks. So this is how it's supposed to be.